Okay, so recording has started. So as I said, to give a quick recap, Camp Automation is a go-to-market technology platform. It kind of helps you to take your products or services to market through, three channels. Marketing automation, which helps you to do automation of marketing channels, whether it is email marketing or social media marketing. Then pass it on to sales. Once the leads are maturing, you pass it on to sales, and the sales related stages can also be tracked. Their calls and meetings can be tracked as well. And the indirect sales, as we discussed, is not relevant to you. Okay. With this backdrop, let me run you through a couple of slides before I kind of move it into the system. Is my
Okay.
slide visible to you?
Yeah, your slides are also good.
Yeah. So as I said, when we talk about digital go-to-market, so this is nothing to do with offline activities. This is primarily to do with the digital activities. So it's a digital go-to-market platform. So it helps you in doing the lead acquisition, right? One of the basic troubles of growing companies is how do I find new leads, right? Initially, when they start their journey, the people will have a lot of contacts, and through networking, they will get, leads and interest for the products and services. And once you reach a particular point, you cross over a particular amount of revenue, it becomes difficult to find new customers. So that is where the marketing steps in. So you kind of put in an engine where you start doing the lead acquisition. So far, when you talk about lead acquisition, like what you rightly mentioned, you have an organic method and an inorganic method. Camp supports both of them. Talk about organic methods like email marketing, which doesn't have any cost associated with that. You can do email campaigns, you can do drip emails, a series of emails. Like for example, initially you're targeting a particular segment. You initially send out very high level information, create some curiosity, create some awareness. And then after 10 days or 7 days, you send the follow-up communication asking them to, more details about their company and their details, what is that they're looking for. And then the third communication can go after a week or 10 days. Then you can ask whether you want to have a meeting with us. So this kind of communications can be automated. You don't need to manually trigger this communication. You can also put some logic, like if somebody opens this communication, send out the next communication. If somebody is not opening your email communication, send out a follow-up communication. All of that flows, you can set it up. If
Okay.
you want to do, yeah, and it can also help you in scheduling your social posts. Like for example, social post is another organic method to capture your leads, right? So you can create, social posts and schedule it across multiple channels. You want to put it in LinkedIn, you want to put it in, um, Instagram or Facebook. You can put it in multiple channels in one go. You don't need to go and log in into multiple areas and try to post in a particular time. So you can even schedule the posts. You can automate and schedule the posts. So that is the organic part of lead acquisition. Then you can also do inorganic methods, right? So when we talk about inorganic methods, you can advertise in social media. Like for example, I want to run an advertisement in LinkedIn. So I can put a budget and start advertising in LinkedIn and try and see, try and capture the leads directly from LinkedIn. So when you do organic, when you're getting say 1 or 2 leads in a month, when you do advertisement, you may get 1 or 2 leads every day, right? So that is the advantage of doing paid campaigns or the inorganic campaigns. Similarly, you can do inorganic campaigns on Facebook and Instagram kind of places as well from Camp. The third part, if you look at it, there may be people coming to your website, right? For example, today morning I came to your website.
Okay.
Likewise, you may get a lot of traffic in your website, okay? But they may look at all the information and move away from your website. So if you want to really convert your website traffic to leads, you can use notifications, right? You can say, hey, show this pop-up when they are about to leave, okay? And show them some interesting information and ask them to download something or ask them to sign up for a free consultation and so on and so forth. Then you can capture leads from your website. Say about 100 people come to your website, even 1 or 2 of them find it interesting, they may sign up. for a meeting or sign up for a free consultation, then you will get those leads as additional leads. So these are the ways you can do lead acquisition. Similarly, when you do offline events, like for example, say Gaurav went for an offline event, say an automotive expo you're attending. And after attending, when you're getting a list of attendees of the Automotive Expo, whom you want to target, you can also directly import it to the system and start targeting them. So direct import is also possible. Similarly, you can keep forms, you can create forms and create those forms and place it in your website, right? So somebody come to your website and they like something and they wanted to talk to you, inquire about it. They can fill out that form. And once they fill out the form, automatically the form information will be captured into CAMP, and you can immediately trigger a communication back to them saying that, we are scheduling a meeting with you, or you want to schedule a time. Here is a link. You can click on this link and schedule a time, and so on and so forth you can do. So multiple ways you can do lead acquisition, whether organic methods, inorganic methods, website forms, website notifications, or direct import. You can create lead acquisition through multiple channels. Once you acquire the leads, the second biggest problem for B2B selling is the nurturing part, right? Like say, for example, you have fixed up the meetings and your 5 salespeople go and have a meeting with them. The client will say, okay, great. They will listen to your story. They will look at your presentations and they will give some specifications. You may even give a proposal. And after the proposal is given, it may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months to crack a deal. Like you took a name like Caterpillar, getting an entry into Caterpillar is not going to be easy, right? If they're already existing customer also, you may be serving them in one division, not serving them in another division. Now, how do you nurture the relationship over a period of time? Like say the salesperson cannot go to them every other day, right? They can only go once in a month, or they can speak to them maybe once in 10 days or things like that. If you keep talking to them more and more, they may get irritated. During that time, how do I nurture these people, right? So I can create periodic communications and send out those periodic communications to them without asking them always give me order, right? Or order now kind of messages. You can send out neutral messages, like what is happening like for example, in the automobile segment now, digital cockpit is a big story. All right, everybody are talking about digital cockpit. So you can talk about digital cockpit. That will create interest in their minds, and your logo will be prominent at the top. And when they look at your logo, they may think, okay, not bad. This company is helping us with some interesting information, right? Then what happens after 10 days when your salesperson calls, they will not ask, who are you? Okay, they will at least have a recall. Oh, okay, we met so and so time and things like that. And this is the company, right? Okay, they will have a conversation. So lead nurturing is an important element. And while you're doing lead nurturing, you can also track the digital footprints, like whether they opened your communication, whether they came to your website, whether they came to your social media link, which you shared it with them. And then that way you will be able to track whether they are still interested in your brand or not interested. All right. So that is where the lead points and qualification process, digital qualification process. This is not like a offline qualification process. Offline qualification process, as a salesperson, if I go in front of a customer, I can see their body language, their warmth towards me, and then decide whether this guy is interested in me or not. Wherein in a digital environment, how will I qualify? How will I interact with them and qualify with them? That is what CAMP does when it does the lead nurturing. The third part is the CRM part, where I assign a particular lead to a salesperson. Say I have 5 salespeople. I've generated about 20 meetings. I've given 4 meetings each to these salespeople. What did they do with those leads? Did they went for the meeting? Did they called them? How many times they called them? What did they speak during that particular call? And did they went and had a meeting with the customer? Did the meeting happen in the customer location? Otherwise, the salesperson can say, hey, I went to the drive-in, spent some time. And, at the end of the day, in my report, I will say, yeah, I went to these 2 customers and tried to meet them. I waited there for 1 hour. Nothing happened. I came back. How will you know that this person really went there? So the camp also tracks them through geotagging, right? So these are mechanisms through which you can optimize your.
I have a question.
Yep. Go ahead.
So the CRM field we are using, we are tracking the meetings. Right?
Yes.
So suppose we are using Teams. We are having Microsoft Teams.
Yes.
Wouldn't this the meeting should we do it in Microsoft Teams or Camp is offering something like platform for meetings?
Okay, great question. So you can use, these kind of online tools also, like whether it's a Zoom meeting or go to webinar, go to meeting, any of these meeting tools you can use, and it is all integrated with Camp. That's number one. Okay. If that happens, if somebody attends it, the Camp will automatically track, yeah, this person attended the meeting or this person did not attend the meeting, right? So you don't need to really ask the salesperson whether somebody attended the meeting or not. That is the part number one. Part number
Okay.
two, there is a physical meeting, right? I want to go to their office. The client told, come to my office. My office is in, say, Navi Mumbai. Come over. Okay. How do you know that the meeting really happened, right? So that is where the geotagging comes into picture. So Camp has the GPS functionality. Camp sits on the salesperson's mobile phone. Okay. The moment he goes and completes the meeting and says meeting is complete and logs the call, automatically his location will be tracked.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the CRM part
So
of, yeah.
for each and every meeting, they have to like log into the Camp even for offline meetings.
Yeah. Whichever location they are in, they have to just complete the call, right? Yeah. This meeting is over. All that I need to go and say is the meeting is over. This is what the client told. Okay. The moment I say and press submit, automatically it will not only capture what he has submitted, but it will also capture from which location he is submitting it.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So lead acquisition, lead nurturing, and CRM. And then we have multiple ways to help companies. Okay. So what we understand is most of the technology companies give you a technology tool. Okay. And tell the customer you only do whatever you want to do. Okay. We realize that many companies, even though the company size is, company has 500 employees, 1,000 employees, marketing is a small team all the time, right? Marketing is only two-member, three-member team. Okay. Very difficult for them to do it all by themselves. So what we do, apart from giving DIY platform, we also give the DIFM services, which is your do it for me services, where we will put the campaign managers, we will put the designers and content writers and set up this entire automation for you for say 1 or 2 quarters, right? Say 6 months, we work on behalf of you, set up all these nice flows, and then hand it over to the company and work. Right after that, the company's small team can manage and maintain those flows and track the reports and manage it all by themselves. So this is not like an agency which tells you that you give me every year, every month money, and I will keep on servicing you for for God knows how long, right? But that is not the case here. This is like we help you set up all the automation flows. Like for example, I want to have an automation for lead generation. We will set the flow. I want to have an automation for client onboarding. So I'm signing up a new client. I want to onboard this client. What is onboarding? There will be a confirmation, order confirmation, which will go. After the order confirmation, we will say that yes, your part is ready and ready for shipment. And after the shipment was done, there will be a note which will go to the client saying that yes, your shipment is on the way. This is your tracking code. And after the shipment reaches to them, I'll say I'm assigning an engineer who will come for commissioning your equipment. So you want to do such things like client onboarding, you can do that also. So like that, we will create some automation flows and give it to you. After that, you can run it your own. You don't need any assistance to continue the work. So these are the two slides I wanted to show it to you. Now I can switch to the product. Okay. So the product has got a simple dashboard and all of that, which is very simple to understand. Like for example, I'm seeing where my traffic is coming, from which location my web traffic or my leads are coming from, right? So I'm a company which is selling in India, US, and Asia. So I'm seeing the footprints in multiple places coming through. Then I can manage multiple pipelines and the buyer journey, right? So buyer journey
Just
starts. Yep.
just a minute. Can I please go scroll up?
Sure.
So contact map. This says that the leads are maximum in India and the USA. Am I right?
Exactly. So the dark green shows that maximum leads has come from US and India.
So there are other light green. area.
Light greens are
Uh,
lesser numbers. You can see China has got a lesser number, right?
mm,
Russia has got a much lesser number. I go to Germany, it has got a lesser number. So these light greens are lesser numbers.
okay. Okay.
Okay. Then you
Mm,
talk about the pipeline stages. Now I've generated these leads. These leads are different stages, right? Initially, when a new lead comes, say I'm doing an advertisement or I'm doing an organic, email marketing. I get some initially when I'm sending the email, I'm sending it to a cold list, right? I'm sending it to say 1,000 people. These 1,000 people might have heard about me, might not have heard about me. It's a cold list. It's called a suspect, right? And then
mm,
I'm sending a lead. I'm seeing a response from them. They are filling out a form. They're coming to my website. They're clicking on a
mhm,
link which I have given. Then I call them lead, right? But then once a little later, I'm seeing a lot of times they have come, like 3, 4 times they have come to my website. Then I will say, okay, they are marketing qualified leads, right? Then I can pass it on to my telecallers or my sales team who will initially call them. They will not immediately jump into the vehicle and go to their location. They will initially have a call with them. So call pending, call completed, interested, not interested, then meeting scheduled. Once the meeting is scheduled, after that, what happened? They asked for a proposal. It order has come, or we lost the order. So we can track the entire stages of your buyer journey, right? So here, if you see, I'm having two different pipelines, one for US and one for India, because my company operates in two geographies. I want to keep them separate. Like in your case, also imagine you have a, West India, South India, North India, and East
mm,
India. That is where your focus is. Then you can segregate your leads by geography and see which geography gives you better returns, right?
okay.
Now I can also see how my website is performing, right? How much of traffic is coming to my website. Now you can see every month, the amount of traffic which is flowing into the particular site, which I am tracking.
What are the
Okay.
two graphs? What is the two graph? One. What is
One below the other. One is the total
total?
visits, and then the other one is unique visits. Unique visits means,
Mm,
these many number of people actually visited, but there are also multiple visits by people.
okay. Understood. Okay.
That's how it works, right? Similarly,
Mhm,
you can talk about assets. Like, for example, I go to your site, okay?
mm,
I want to really understand a particular, segment, okay?
mhm,
Say, I want to look for locomotive industry, okay? So I
okay.
go to locomotive industry and I see some interesting information here. And imagine there is a brochure available here. I want to download that brochure,
Okay.
right? I want to
Okay.
keep something with me. So I can give a brochure here or a white paper here about this industry, right? The moment
Mhm,
I do that, it will track how many people downloaded my assets,
mm,
right?
okay.
It could be an infographic, it could be a white paper, it could be a spec sheet, right? I want to have a spec sheet about this particular product, right? Somebody is downloading the spec sheet. Why are they downloading? Because they want to compare it with other other offerings available in the
Yes.
market. So I can then find out how many downloads are happening and thereby track who has downloaded and understand, can we talk to them after they download it, right? Similarly,
Okay.
you
One
can
more
create,
question.
yeah.
Another question here. So this tracking is how is it tracking? Like, should I while I downloading, should I enter my mail ID or how is it tracking before
Okay,
downloading it?
good. Okay. So how is it tracking? So every customer has got a, cookie dropped into their, browser. Okay.
Okay.
It's a first party cookie. Okay. Like, for example, when somebody comes to your website, you will show a
Mm,
notification saying that, hey, this website uses cookies for tracking your thing. You can see here.
mm, mm, mm. Okay.
Okay. So this is a cookie acceptance, note. That means
Mm,
what? Whenever somebody comes to my website, I'm dropping a cookie to them. Okay. Then it starts tracking that person. Whenever he comes back, it tracks number one. Okay. Number
okay.
two, whenever I'm sending out an email, the email also consists cookies. This is also called a first party cookie. right? The moment somebody opens my email, that cookie lands into their Outlook. Then I will know that this person has opened my email. That is how systems track. Most of the marketing systems uses the same technology.
Okay, if I'm going and downloading a spreadsheet, if I'm downloading the second time, how this is it? Will consider it a two downloads or a single download?
You mean you downloaded it 2 times?
Yeah.
If you downloaded it 2 times, it will show 2 times. I'll show you something.
Okay.
Now let's see this Alisha merchant. Okay. It is showing some engagement graph here. Okay. You can see here, she has downloaded this particular Gardner reprint, Magic Quadrant document.
Okay.
Okay. This is the document she has downloaded. Okay. Now you can see she has downloaded 2 times.
So it is keeping a log of the activity.
It's keeping a log of everything. Absolutely. You're right.
Okay, fine.
Okay. It is also keeping in track whether we sent an email. Did she read the email? Like you can see, this email was sent and this email was read at a particular date and time.
Okay.
Okay. It also keeps in track of how many times she came to my website. You can see she has come to my website. This particular link she has visited. It also keeps track of whether she filled out a form. She filled out a form in this particular page, right? So it keeps in track multiple things, whether they downloaded an asset from me, whether they have visited my website, whether they opened my email, whether they clicked on a social media link, everything it keeps track.
Okay.
Okay. And it also graphically represents to you. Okay. It shows it like a digital footprint. Now you can see April, May timeframe. She has made maximum impressions in our digital footprint. This is called a digital footprint.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And against this digital footprint, we assign points to her. Okay. And then it shows 650 points. Okay, say for example, asset download. If somebody downloads an asset, I'll give 50 points. 2 times she has downloaded, she got 100 points. Okay. She opened my email. I give 20 points. She has opened 5 times my email, another 100 points she has got. Like that, she has got 650 points. Okay. Now, when I go to the contacts, I can see people who have got 650 points. You are able to see here 650 points. People who have got 586 points, 485 points. So if anybody who has got more than 300 points, I will say these are prospects because they are showing interest. Remember, we spoke about lead nurturing. How do I qualify? Right? This is how system qualifies. Okay, this is how system qualifies. And the contact base, I can upload it here. Now you can see there are about 71,000 contacts here. Okay. Most of the B2B companies at least sit on 10,000, 20,000 contacts because they keep in touch with many, many prospective clients. I can also import contacts directly here. So I can come and click here and import the contacts. Okay. I can run email marketing here. So for example, I can create nice looking emails. Say for example, there is an event happening, right? So I'm running an event campaign. Let me just. Okay. So I'm running an event campaign and I'm sending an event invite. Okay. So I've designed this event invite here, and I can go and see how it will look in different screens. So because it has to be mobile responsive as well, right? So how it looks in the mobile, how it looks in the tab and in the laptop. I can also see by different mobile versions. Like for example, how does it look in a in a Android phone versus a iPhone. And I can design it here, right? I can go and edit, and I can pick any different templates. There are different templates. I can pick any template, and I can go to the builder. Now this template I have picked, and I want to change this particular logo. For example, I want to put precision logo. I can just go and say drop an image, your logo. Automatically the logo will change. I want to change this particular image. Again, same thing. I want to edit this. So instead of saying Microsoft's workshop invitation, I can say precision workshop invitation, so to speak, right? I can put buttons. I can put buttons and add links to the buttons, right? So I can put a link to the button so that if somebody clicks on this, I will be able to track as well. So this is the way you generally do, email creation, right? Similarly, you can do multiple things like email, SMS. You can do SMS shorts. You can do notifications. This is what I was saying. When in your website there are 100 people floating around. So what do I want to do? I want to track them and ask them to fill out a form. So I will show a notification like this. Whenever they are coming into my website, I will show a notification. Okay, get a demo of camp. So if they like what they are seeing, they will say, okay, I want to fill this form and submit, book a free demo, right? Now I can
Okay.
decide how I want to show it, right? When I want to show it. Like for example, I can say show it on approval arrival when they arrive to my website. When they enter into my website, immediately show it. Or after they slightly scrolling down, or when they intend to leave. When I try to close the window, it will show this notification. So out of say 100 people coming to a website, even 4 people, 5 people fill it, that becomes additional leads for you, right? Similarly, I can decide how I want to show it, right? I want to show it in the middle, top, bottom. I want to show it
Yeah.
like, I want to show it like a notification, like which peeps in from the top left or bottom left. So I can, without having design skills, I can do it by myself, right?
Okay. Understood.
Now I can also go and change the colors, play around with the colors, what button color I want to show, text color I want to show. I want to change some of these things, like for example, a special offer from Precision. Now you see, automatically you're changing details, right? So this way you can play around with your, overall what you want to show in the website. So whatever you're changing here automatically will change in your website also.
Understood.
Okay. So this is notification wherein you can capture leads. SMS, I don't need to explain to you. If you want to send an SMS short, like for example, if somebody registers for your webinar or somebody registers to come to the event where you're participating, you can send reminders. Hey, the event is about to start in next 1 hour or something like that. Or if you're sending a delivery to a customer and you want to send an SMS confirmation to them, you can send out an SMS saying that, hey, your delivery is on the way. Once somebody it is delivered, give this OTP to people. So you can do all that in the SMS part. Similarly, you can do Twitter. You can do social media posts, like you told you are doing organic posts, right? Say I can come here and do organic post all by myself. So I can go and create a new post. So when I create a new post, it is not a by channel, right? It is a universal post. I want to put it in LinkedIn. I want to put it in Instagram, and I want to put it in Facebook. I'm managing 2 different pages in Facebook, but I want to put it in this particular page, right? Now I can go next. I can decide whether I want to put an image or a video. So I can shift from image to video, and then I can drop what I wanted to upload. My post, I can upload it here. Like say, for example, I can upload this post. I can write something. Now, once this is uploaded, I can go next, take a preview and also publish it, right? So it becomes a lot easier rather than logging separately to Facebook, separately to Instagram, separately to, LinkedIn. You can do all that in one go. And you can also take a look how it will look in LinkedIn, how it will look in Instagram, how it will look in Facebook, right? Then you can go and say publish. If you say publish now, it will automatically publish now. You can also say publish later. Like for example, your designer has designed social media videos for next 1 week. You can go and schedule it for the next 1 week. And you can also mix and match. Like for example, this particular post, I want to show it in Facebook tomorrow, with Instagram day after tomorrow, and LinkedIn, maybe the last day of the week. Now, what will happen when people go to different places, like people go to LinkedIn also, people go to Facebook also, they'll see different posts, different designs, different messages at the same time. It will give a variety to them, right? So this is how you can make your social posts and organic posts easier. right? Then comes the advertisement part. If you want to do advertisement in Facebook or in LinkedIn, you can do advertisement. You can capture the leads and automatically bring the leads into Camp. Okay. Now, whatever you have done, finally, you need to also give them some takeaways, right? Like, for example, the assets we spoke about. So I wanted to see my assets, like what we saw the white paper, or I've designed a nice looking brochure or a white paper for manufacturing industry. For example, this one is a manufacturing centric. Oh, this is not manufacturing centric. This is campaign centric. I'll show you a manufacturing centric also. So this is a white paper you have written, right? So this looks nice. I want to share it to people. How do I share it? There is a link. If you give this link and somebody downloads, the system will automatically track. You can see during different points in time, different number of people have downloaded this. Okay, so this way you'll be able to track how the downloads are happening for your marketing assets. Otherwise, what happens? You're creating so many nice things, right? But whether it is used or not, how do you know? Like, for example, see this one. This is a manufacturing IoT centric thing, manufacturing reimagined in the Internet of Things, right? So this is another type of white paper which you can share it. I have a different link here. So if you're putting it in Dropbox or in Box, you'll not even know who is downloaded, how many times it got downloaded and things like that. Wherein if you put it in such a system and the link is available, then that link can be tracked. Now you can give these assets in exchange of the names of people or email IDs of people, right? Like say, for example, I'm coming to your website. And in the website, you are saying, best practices of locomotive industry. Okay, want to know more? Download this white paper. Now, when I say I want to download this white paper, I can put a form here. Okay, I can create a form and say, you fill this form, and then we will share you that white paper, right? Like for example, you can say something like. So there is a campaign form, right? So I can go and say, fill these fields, right? Name, email, and mobile number. You give me these fields. And once you give this field, I will allow you to download the asset. Now you can then download that manufacturing asset.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
So in some website, I was seeing that after filling the details, the white paper would be mailed to my email.
That also can be done. That also can be done. Yeah. For example, after filling the thing, I'm going to say send a mail. Okay, send email to contact with a link for that asset. You can do that also. Okay. You can also say once they fill this form, add them to a Zoom meeting. The other question you asked.
Okay, like webinars. Okay, understood.
Correct. All this you can do. Multiple actions you can do. Okay. So this is the form automation. Okay. Then you can create landing pages. Like for example, say you are organizing a webinar. Okay. If you can't go and put everything in your website, very difficult, because when people come to the website, they have so many options. They keep on moving from one place to another place, but you want somebody to come and sign for a webinar. What you can do, you can create a landing page here, right? So for example, let's look at the event related stuff. Say I have created an event invite related landing page. Okay. So how does it look? It looks like this. So there is a form. It talks about who are what are the topics to be discussed, who are the speakers. All these things is done. Now, like how you edited the email, same way you can edit a landing page also, right? So this is a webinar registration page. Like I can go and say here, okay, precision automotive event, right? On a particular date in Bangalore. Now I can put topics, I can put speakers. I want to change the speaker image. I can just go drop my speaker image. Automatically the speaker image will come. So all this you can do. And once you save this, now what happens if I apply this? and then go and take a look at the thing, it will look like this, right? This particular link, I'll keep it in the email or in the social media communication. When somebody clicks on the link, they will come here. They will fill out a form. Okay, they will say, okay, my name is Shiv and my email is this. They will even go and choose what is the morning or evening slot. And you can also confirm whether they are a robo or not, and they will see all the details. So this way you can organize your landing pages as well. Once you do this, you can automate the flow. Okay, let's see some campaigns, which are the automation, which is the final part of the thing. Like for example, I want to do some simple automation. Okay, so I'll say simple email automation. Okay, so I'm launching the builder. I'm going to go and say, pick up a particular segment of people. Okay, so I want to see all the people who have attended an event. Okay, so I organize this event. I'm picking that list where people have attended the event. What am I going to do? I'm going to nurture these people. What am I going to do? I'm going to send out an email. I can do multiple things. I'm just showing something simpler to you. Okay, so which email I want to send? I want to send, something like countdown communication. Okay, countdown 1. Okay, or let's take thank you communication. Thank you for participating in that event. Okay, now I'm saying thank you email. If I want to preview it, I can preview it, how it looks. So you attended this particular event. I don't have a specific manufacturing event. I'm just showing you some event. Okay, and I'm also giving a download button. If somebody wants to download a particular thing, they can download it. I can schedule it immediately, or I can schedule it after, say, 7 days. So I just went to the event and came back. I don't want to send it immediately. I can send it after 7 days, or I can send it immediately. So I'm adding that here. So first communication. So this is my communication 1. Now after 10 days, I want to send the next communication, where I'll say download a white paper. Okay, so I'm going to say download this particular white paper. Very good. Now I'll say second email is download paper. Now I'm not going to send it immediately. So when will I send it? I'll send it after 10 days. Now after 10 days, this will go. Then I will do a third communication after 20 days. And I will pick any communication for that matter. Say I'm going to ask them for a, appointment. Okay, so seek appointment. Now I can say after 20 days, this final communication going, seeking appointment. Now what I can do, I can see multiple things. Okay, did they give the appointment or not? So that is something, is a decision, right? So filled out a form. So they submitted a form. There is an appointment form. No, there is no appointment form. Say there is a meeting request form or a demo request form. Or a registration form, right? So meeting request form filled. Now you can see yes or no. Okay, you might have sent it to about 1,000 people. In this event attendee list, there were 1,000 people who attended the event. They saw the mail, they saw the second mail, maybe they saw the third email also. How many people would have seen? Maybe 200 people had seen it. Out of 200 people, 20 people filled out the form asking for a meeting. So yes or no. So 20 people will go through this flow, and the balance 80 people will go through this flow. Right now, I will send out a thank you mail saying that thank you for registering for this meeting. I'm adding it. Okay. Now I want to also this, since it is a meeting request, I want to also give it to my salesperson. Okay. What is that? Which salesperson I want to give? Now imagine there is one salesperson for Western India, one salesperson in Mumbai, one salesperson in Delhi. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go and say the contact field value, contact city. So from where this person filled out the form is equal to Mumbai. Okay. Customer location equal to Mumbai. Now, if customer location equal to Mumbai, I will assign it to salesperson 1. So I have different salespeople. You can see SMB salesperson, David Miller, head of sales, David G. Okay. Then inside salespeople, right? There are partner salespeople, Nitin A. So I can decide which salesperson is more appropriate for this region. So assign it to Nitin Mumbai. Because the client is in Mumbai, I'm assigning it to Nitin Mumbai. Now you can see this is a simple automation. That means what? Every time I go to an event, I'll come and put the list here in the event attendees list. Initially, there is a thank you mail going. After some time, a download paper mail going, third email going, seek appointments. And once they fill the form for requesting for a meeting, I'm sending a thank you email to them. And I'm also assigning it to a particular salesperson depending on my location. If it is not Mumbai, okay, if it is say Delhi, then I can put a similar thing, right? I can put a similar condition that contact field value city equals Delhi or contains Delhi, because Delhi may be written as Delhi or New Delhi. Okay. Location equal to Delhi. Now I'll put the next condition, assign it to a different person. So this is assigned to David. Now this way you can automate many things. Okay, this is just an example. So your business logic will be different. You have to come up with a business logic and say, I want to assign it to people. Now, is it only email? Answer is no. All right. I can do multiple things. I can send out tweets from here. I can do SMS from here. Like for example, let me see. The decision is, did they open the email or not? Now, did they open? Yes or no? Okay. If they have opened, fantastic. If they have not opened, what am I doing to do? They're not attending to my email. Then I will send a SMS. So am I going to send an SMS immediately? Because I've sent the email just today. I will wait for say 3 days. If they don't open, then I will send SMS. No, it is multi-channel, right? It is not only email, even I can do multi-channel communication. If I have his Twitter handle, I can even tweet. I can even send a tweet. Okay. So I've created a tweet. I'm going to send tweet, send tweet. And when will I send it? After 10 days, I will send a tweet. Now what happens? I can decide how I want to organize things, right? Say, for example, this client has given the time. Okay. This Mumbai, I have a person. Delhi, I have a person. But imagine somebody is from Chennai. I don't have a person there. Okay. Now the condition is customer field value is city equal to Chennai. I don't have a salesperson. No sales location. Chennai. Now, if the sales location is not there, then I'm going to put an online meeting request. Action, add to a Zoom meeting. Now I don't have a Zoom connected here. So I may not have Zoom meetings. If there is a Zoom meeting, say I've created a Zoom meeting for all the customer meetings, I can just pick that meeting and add that person to the Zoom meeting.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
So you said Zoom meeting is not connected. What do you mean by that?
So in my Zoom, so I have connected to Zoom, okay? But then I don't have a meeting which I can link. Say
Okay.
in Zoom, I will have some scheduled meetings for client meetings, okay? If that is the case, I can go and choose that meeting. I've not created a meeting, okay?
Okay,
So that is
understood.
why,
So no active meetings.
yeah, no actual meetings there for me to connect to that meeting, okay? So
Okay.
this is how you can automate, right?
One
So
more question. One more question.
yeah,
So if I have to like link a meeting, I should go and create an event and then come here, link the event.
link
Am
the
I right?
event. Correct. That is right. That is right.
So can't I do this here?
Sorry.
Can't I do that linking here? Can't I create that link meeting without going to Zoom? Can't I
So
do
that,
that
that
here?
is a different integration. Right now, for demo purposes, I've got a simple integration. That is a different integration. There, it will automatically create the meeting. It will send a request to Zoom to create a meeting. Yeah, that also is possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what we call it as automation. Okay. Once you do this, okay, then it is all set. As you add more and more contacts to this, it'll automatically keep happening, right? So I will say simply email automation post event because I'm picking the event attendee list and then after the event I'm creating this flow. So this way you can, automate the entire flow and start tracking how many people acted upon these things, right? So this is how you can create. Like for example, I can also show you other options, right? Like say for example, I'm creating an event campaign, right? So in this it's a different flow, right? You can see this is a different flow. I'm picking a particular thing, I'm sending an event invite, right? We have just now saw the event invite, Microsoft Workshop event. If somebody clicks on the register now button, it will take them to this particular landing page. So we just now edited this landing page. Remember, we just, instead of some other name, I just put a precision event. Okay, so somebody can go and fill the form here and also choose which particular slot they want to take. Now, what is it doing again? Once it is done, it is checking whether the registration done or not. Yes or no. If registration is done, it sends a thank you email. Okay. It is also sending it to telecallers to remind to them. Okay. So you are adding to the registered list and I'm sending it to a telecaller for calling and reminding them. Okay. I'm also going to automatically remind them by filtering them by afternoon session or morning session. So I'm actually going and querying that particular form, okay, event registration form. I'm saying, okay, there are three fields. So if you go here, there are three fields here: your name, your email, and workshop slot, right? So you are picking choose your workshop slot and you are picking which slot they are booked. If they have booked afternoon session, I'm going to send a reminder by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If they have picked up a morning session, I'm going to send a reminder by 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Similarly, I can also track whether they have attended, yes or no. If they have attended, thank you note. If they have not attended, send a recording. Did they see the video? So you can keep, growing this, automation in the way you would like to organize.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
Beginning you said, do it for me. Does this come under do it for me?
Correct. We will set up these flows for you. We will create the emails, we will create the social messages, we will set it up for you and then give it to you. That is what I said. In the first 6 months,
Okay.
right? Every month we can automate one or two business logics, right? We
Okay.
will do it for you.
Okay.
And then after 6 months, you already have enough flows. It'll anyway take care of your standard business requirements. So then we can hand it over to you and then you can maintain it with your small teams.
Understood.
Yeah. So this is about the automation part, and then You can do lead profiling. You can also do analytics. For example, I can go and look at my reports. I can look at my website report and see, okay, this is how the website traffic looks like, from how much time they're spending on my website, new versus returning people. Different graphs comes here, and it also shows who all has visited the website, right? So unlike Google Analytics only tells you so many people came to your website. It never tells you who came to your website, right? Marketing automation does go to the next level. It also tells who came to your website if they are in your database, right? If you have already communicated to them and they're coming to your website. For example, you can see this Alan has come multiple times and which are all the links he has visited, right? Then it gives us an understanding from where they are coming. You can also see from United States it is coming. So I can track how many people are coming to my website, what are they doing in my website, how much time they're
I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
I have a question.
yeah.
In the previous, like you saw the traffic, right? You
Hmm.
are having the country, you are not having the country. You know, names are having the country.
So here, some of these are having countries, some of them are not having countries. Yes.
Hmm. Oh, what's
So
the difference? Why are some?
okay, so it depends on the way you have set up your browser. Okay. In certain browsers, you will go and say you cannot share certain information. Okay. How this does is this kind of tracks their IP and finds out from their IP which location they are coming from. Okay.
Okay.
In your
Okay.
browser setting, if you are saying don't share my IP, that means it will not be able to track.
Okay. If I'm a customer and in my browser I'm saying don't share the IP,
Yeah.
so
Then
my
it will
country
not be
cannot
able
be
to.
tracked.
Then it will not be able to find out which location.
So it depends on the customer, not in our.
Not on us. Yeah, not on us. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So reporting is available. And then what? Now we can also see briefly the sales app. Okay. What happens after the lead comes? Okay. The CRM part of it. So let me share my screen from the phone. Just give me a moment.
Meeting.
நீங்க எந்த ஆஃபீஸ்ல இருக்கீங்க?
Hello.
ஹலோ. நீங்க எந்த ஆஃபீஸ்ல? Where do you sit?
I sit in Chennai, sir.
Sorry?
I sit in Chennai. I'm in my office in Chennai.
You sit in Chennai. Okay, okay, okay.
நீங்க சார்?
I sit in Bangalore. நான் வந்து சென்னை தான் எனக்கு பர்த் பிளேஸ். இங்கே வந்து பெங்களூர் வந்து ஒரு 20 இயர்ஸ் ஆச்சு. இன் பிட்வீன் டெல்லியில் இருந்தேன், அப்புறம் யூஎஸ்ல இருந்தேன். பட் நவ் ஐ ஹவ் கம் பேக் ஃப்ரம் யூஎஸ் அண்ட் சிட்டிங் இன் பெங்களூர்.
Oh, fine, nice.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Just give me a moment. I'm opening the. என்னோட ஃபோன் ஸ்க்ரீன் தெரியுதா உங்களுக்கு?
Yes, sir. தெரியுது.
Okay. So this is how the salesperson.
So you're showing the app right now.
I'm showing the app. Okay. This
Okay.
is how the salesperson app looks like. Okay. So I have a dashboard. I can click on the dashboard. Okay. I can look at how many leads I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on about 197 leads, right? And it shows what are all the stages of the leads. How many of them are in the proposal stage, how many of them are order stage, how many meetings I've attended. Okay. I can also go and I can also go and filter this. Like say, all these 5 salespeople are reporting to Gaurav. Okay. I'm just taking an example. Okay. Gaurav wants to know of a particular person. Okay. Say there is a person called Vidya. I want to know how many leads she is sitting on. I'll just apply the filter. I know, okay, she's sitting on 9 leads. Okay, say I'm having what do you call a review with Vidya. Okay, I want to see how many leads she's sitting, where are these leads, which stage they are in. I can just filter that by leads. I can also see how many meetings she is attending and things like that. Now I can go into the leads area, okay, and see all my leads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a live system what we are talking about. Are you seeing your name at the top?
Yeah, what is the strides via strides?
So through which channel it has come? So there is a team which is working. Different teams are working for lead generation. So this is a team called Strides, and it has come through
Okay,
Strides. Okay.
understood,
So
understood. Okay.
yeah, currently you are in a sales suspect stage, right? When I go and click,
Mm-hmm.
I see all the information about you. You're from Chennai,
Okay,
Tamil Nadu, right? Profile.
okay.
Is there any action happened? So far, there is no action happened. This is the first meeting we are having, right? Say I want to
Mm-hmm.
schedule a meeting, okay, or I want to put a note. I can go and say schedule a meeting. It is happening today, and I'm confirming, and I'm storing, right? So that means I can also say some information. Spoke to Sashwat and shared the recording.
I think my name has changed by autocorrect.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is automatic. Oh, auto change. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Auto Sashwat. Okay. Okay. So now the meeting is taken care of. Okay. Say after some time, I think I'm going to remind you with a WhatsApp. Okay. So I'm clicking on
Mm.
WhatsApp. It's opening my WhatsApp, right? So I can decide what I want to send it there. Now what will happen if I go to actions and look at it? You can see automatically the WhatsApp stamp has come.
Okay.
Okay, so this way it will start tracking how many calls been made, how many WhatsApp been made, whether an email was sent. Say I'm trying to send an email, I'll click on email, automatically it will track email was sent on this particular day, right? Then if I'm sitting with, if I'm sitting with my manager and he or she is asking me, okay, what happened with Sashwat? Okay, after the call with Sashwat, what I'm doing, I'm going and saying, Sashwat is not a suspect, he's a prospect. Okay. Say at the end of the day, you're telling me, why not you, this is interesting. I will talk to Gaurav and come back to you. Okay. So I'm going to go and say, he's become a prospect. So Sashwat has moved from suspect to prospect. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Now, say Sashwat calls me after 10 days and says, okay, take my booking. Okay. I'll go and create a booking for him. Which
Booking
product
means
booking means you're placing an order.
okay.
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 So which product you're placing order? You're placing me a CAM standard, and you also want campaign as a service, right? Guided adoption. You want these three things, one product and two service. So I picked up
Mm.
these three items he wants. What is the projected monthly amount? I'll put the amount, right? I can just fill this detail and make a booking in your name. I don't want to make a booking. This is a real, system. So this way I can manage all the interactions with the client in a much effective fashion. Okay. Now, after this meeting, say, a client says to me that, okay, send me some details about your product. Okay. So I want to send some information about the company. Okay. This is the information about the company. This is the brochure. Sorry, this is the presentation we were seeing, right? The
Mm.
DIFM, DIY, all this we spoke. Okay. So after the meeting, the client tells me, okay, send it to me. I'll just go click. Okay. It automatically creates the link. You can see it's an asset which is sitting in my system, right? And I want to
Mm.
send it by whichever method I want to send it, I can send it. Whether I want to send it in WhatsApp, whether I want to send it, whichever way I want to send it, email, I can send the way I want. And the moment I send, this is the client will get the link. The client will click on the link and download it. The moment they download it, automatically I know this asset is downloaded, right?
Okay.
Now
Okay.
I go to the no actions tab, okay, and I want to see. how many meetings are there to, in this week. For example, I can go and say, filter down all the meetings. Okay. Which are the meetings completed? Okay. Say my boss is asking, okay, how many meetings you completed? Which are the meetings completed already? I can say, okay, these are the 9 meetings completed. Okay. What happened during that meeting? I'm clicking and saying, this is what happened in the meeting. So it becomes a lot easier from a conversation and moving it forward. Okay, so this way I can manage my actions, I can manage my bookings, I can look at the reports. Okay, how many meetings happened during this week? You can see during this week, yesterday meeting did not happen. Today there are 2 meetings happening, right? And similarly, I can see which salesperson was doing meetings, right? So this way you can look at the reports also in a quick and easy fashion. So it's a simple app which is used for salespeople, and salespeople love this app. It becomes easy, makes their life easier. And you can keep a tab on all the people whom you want to follow up, right? It becomes easy to follow up. I want to call somebody, I go to the lead, I can just swipe and make a phone call or send out a WhatsApp. It becomes a lot easier to be in touch with people. Instead of keeping it in an Excel or something, I can keep all these things in an app.
Understood. Okay.
So this is pretty much it here. You have any questions? I can then answer those specific questions.
Okay, right now I don't have any questions. I have to discuss with them. So with the recording, I can go discuss with them.
Yeah. So after this call, I'll give the recording. And
sure.
When is Gaurav coming back?
Actually, it's Gautam.
Oh, Gautam, is it? Okay, I'm sorry.
Because Gaurav, you are mentioning someone from your team.
I'm sorry?
From the beginning, you are mentioning Gaurav. I thought you are mentioning someone from your team.
Because I got a message from Reena and it was mentioning Gaurav. So I was just wondering, it is. Oh, I'm sorry. It is Gautam, is it? Sorry about it.
Yeah, Gautam.
Yeah. When is he coming back?
In a couple of days, I hope he'll be back.
Okay, fine. Then you discuss with him, and then I'm anyway sending I'm sending an email to you, and you will have my contact information. Anything, please give me a shout. Yeah.
Okay. Can I know about the commercials, like how much is it costing?
Okay. So DIY prices, starts from 11,500 per month. Okay. If you want only marketing system. If you want marketing and sales, that is your use case, right? Then it costs 33,500 per month. That is the DIY system. Okay. If you want the DIFM service where we put campaign manager, we put the designers and content writers and do all the setup for you, per month it will cost in the range of 1,50,000 to 2 lakhs. Okay. So, and this price is only for the first 4 to 6 months time frame. After that, you will only pay that 11,500 or 33,500 for the DIY platform. That is how the commercials work. Yeah.
Okay. In your email, can you send me a detailed breakup?
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, it was a nice session. I feel this will be useful. So better than Excel, it will be better. It will be having an automation tool would be great. So give me some time. We'll discuss with Gautam and get back to you.
Shari Shashwat, look forward to. Okay. Thank you, man. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. Good time to you. Bye.